Warning, this video isn't for anyone under the age of 16. If you're under 16 years old, please leave the video now because we do get into some adult type shit. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy CharlesISanimeWorld, and welcome to my review of Undead Unluck Chapter 53. Yes, guys, I said last week we are back for a while. I can't promise that I will do this every week, but I will try to do this as much as possible. So sit back, relax. This will be a podcast style review, which means that it will just be mostly my voice. I will have a few images on screen depicting about what I'm talking about, but for the most part, it's gonna be my voice. So I highly encourage you guys to open up another tab and listen to me talk about Undead Unluck for the next 5 to 7 minutes, something like that. Okay, so anyway, let's talk about Jules, aka Injustice. We have to talk about my girl. I'm kind of glad she got the mask off too, so we can see that beautiful face of hers. Anyway, Jules meets with Billy. That's where we're starting off this review at. Yes, she meets with Billy, and we can all assume that Billy is looking for winter, since autumn is already done now, and they're getting ready to search for summer now. So I would assume that Billy is looking for winter. Okay, now I found this really funny. If you guys look real closely, that Billy is using the Uma burn to keep him warm and to heat his coffee. I was like, wait a minute. At first I thought that was like a regular fire. Then I looked closely and I was like, no, that's burned. So how long has Jules known where Billy was at? How long has she known this? This information. Why hasn't she told the rest of the Union? Is there a reason why all this is happening? Could there be some type of collusion? It's got to be something going on here, between Billy and Injustice. It has to be, Maybe they're working together secretly. I don't know. Maybe this was all a plan by Billy for one reason or another. I have no idea. Maybe this was a plan. Maybe this was all a plan to fool God. Maybe. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, let's just say that all of this is a plan between Jules and Billy, that this huge plan is to fool God, to make him see that they've separated, that they've gotten weaker, when in fact they've only gotten stronger, and they are working together, but they just can't let God know. Because as we saw within this chapter, if God finds something out, he will try to intervene. Okay? So I'm glad we're getting to see Shun again. We haven't seen him in a long time, so I'm glad he's going to be coming back in the next arc. Also, guys, this was a great ending to an arc and a great beginning to a new arc. I really enjoyed this previous arc, although I didn't really review it because I had given up on reviewing Undead Unluck for like the last 20 chapters or so, about a year. But again, I have been reading it continuously. I didn't do the thing where I just catch up in one day. No, I've been reading it weekly, and this was a great arc. I love when Andy says that Fuko is asleep on top of him and she's passed out from exhaustion. So that Injustice had flashbacks of her and Victor. She had them flashbacks because she was like, what? Asleep on top of him? Exhaustion? And then like Andy was like, what's the plan? What's next? Oh, yes. She was having flashbacks of her and Victor. That because Injustice like, yeah, Fuko, I know how it can get. I know how it can get. You know that. I do like how Undead Unluck gave Akira his final farewell. I like the fact that Jules, Injustice, said that he has her sincerest respect. We also find out something else. We find out, like I was saying earlier on in this review, we find out that God turned him into unknown to keep the information that he had locked away. That was just God trying to screw everything over to make sure things works out for him. So he turned Akira into the unknown, which sucks ass. That just sucks, because if he would have not have become the unknown, think about what Akira could have done. He could have let the Union know how to defeat God. He could have let them know the steps of which to take. But God was like, no, we're not having that. And then just fucked them over. Which is, well, you guys get it. Anyway, we find out that while Andy and Fuko were in the book, that 10 years has passed for them while they were inside of that book. Now, on the outside of the book, time moved normally, but while they were in that book, 10 years had passed. So, if she aged 10 years 18 plus 10. She's 28 years old now. I mean, her body is that of a 28-year-old now, right? I mean, and I guess mentally she is too, I would guess. So once they reach the others, they're going to be, quite older. Of course, when it comes to Andy, it really doesn't matter because, age is different for Andy because he's the undead. But for Fuko, 28-year-old Fuko, huh? I don't know. It depends on how you feel about that. I mean, I'm okay with it. And I guess since she's got older, her powers have evolved now because it's been literally 10 years. But damn, that's a long time. 10 years. In the span of how long were they actually, you know, in the book from our perspective, from everybody outside of the book? How long were they actually in it? For maybe what? Because they had a battle, I believe, because Akira was trying to, protect them. So I guess the span of, I want to say like maybe 30 minutes to an hour, but for them, 10 years had passed. Damn. 10 years. That's crazy. I do believe that Latia and Rip will join the Union at one point. They gave Autumn to Fuko and everything like that. And again, I really like Rip. I really, really like Rip. And I like Latia. I really do like them. And I hope nothing happens to them. I really don't. But overall, great chapter this week of Undead Unluck. I really enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section, what did you guys think of this chapter of Undead Unluck? For me, Jules Unjustice was really the star of the whole chapter this week. I mean, she really was. But hey, that'll do it. Thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys next week. And hey, sayonara, suckers.